How fossil fuels are the backbone of fast fashion. Fashion brands want you to believe they're taking action on climate change, but in fact, the fashion industry is in bed with some of the world's biggest climate polluters. How? Through their addiction to fossil fuels. Most of what fashion brands produce today is made from oil and gas. Some brands report as much as 90% of their collection being produced from fossil fuels. The production of cheap plastic or synthetic fibers found in your clothes, such as polyester, uses more oil each year than the whole of Spain. Nike and Inditex alone each use 10 million gallons of oil annually to produce their clothes. Reliance on synthetics has enabled brands to drive prices down and the production of low-quality clothing up. Fast fashion has found its favorite fiber. The opening of H&M's flagship New York store in the year 2000 marked a turning point when fast fashion truly kicked off. Between then and 2014, fiber production doubled. Since then, production has continued to skyrocket, with the average consumer now buying 60% more clothes than 15 years ago. Production is propped up by synthetic fibers and reinforces the industry's dependence on extraction of fossil fuels in the midst of a climate emergency. Cheap plastic clothing material, which now represents 69% of everything we use, is also creating mountains of waste and an exponential rise in invisible microfibers, which enter our bodies and harm our health. As much as 99% of all textiles are eventually landfilled, burnt, or dumped in nature, and each year we throw away almost as much clothing as we produce, worsening the climate crisis. This cheap throwaway fashion is only possible because of fossil fuels. So while fashion brands make empty pledges to become sustainable, carbon neutral, and climate positive, in reality they are directly driving ongoing fossil fuel extraction. Fashion brands must act now to commit to concrete plans to phase out the use of synthetic fibers and limit overproduction, commit to comprehensive science-based climate targets, support mandatory measures that lead to true circularity and transparency. If fashion brands don't curb their addiction to fossil fuels, we will fail climate targets and increase the chances of making the planet unlivable. Share this video and tag brands to call for an end to fossil fashion.